I'm Debbie Godfrey. Welcome to the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast.
Have you ever encountered this situation with your small child? Mommy, I want some orange juice. Okay, honey, here's some orange. I don't want orange juice. I want a banana. Okay, here's a I don't want a banana. I want cereal. Okay, here's some cereal. Oh, drives us crazy, doesn't it? And they do this when they're young. They usually start around 2 or 3, and we go crazy. We're trying to give them what they need, and they don't want it. And we try this, we try that, and they keep whining and crying, and it gets worse and worse. We call this ambivalence. Ambivalence is when they really don't know what they want in the moment. And we think that by trying to give them what they need, we're helping them, but it's actually escalating it, making it worse. Because in that moment, they really don't know what they want. They're just engaging because they don't know what else to do. So one of the things that we can do with this ambivalence, which is actually a stage, so there's nothing wrong with your child, there's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's just a stage that kids go through intermittently in their young years. But before school age and even into school age, they'll continue to do this occasionally. So when you get into that situation, when they start the whining and the crying, one of the best things that you can do is when they start, I want some orange juice. Here's some, I don't want orange juice. I want a bit. As soon as you recognize that it's ambivalence, stop, get down on the child's level, look in their eyes, put your little hand on their shoulder, and just say, you really don't know what you want right now, do you? And just give it a moment and let them kind of sniffle and think. And that usually will shake them out of it. It'll help them realize that they're kind of going in circles and driving us crazy. And once they calm down, you can see if they come up with something that they actually do want, if they figure it out, and they won't keep whining if they do. Or you can say something like, can I make a suggestion? And wait and hear if they give you permission to make the suggestion. That's important. And if they do want to hear it, then suggest that, how about if I put out a little cup of orange juice and I'll cut up half of a banana, and they can just sit here, and when you decide if you want them or not, they'll be available to you. And try to come up with a solution that will help them in the moment be able to satisfy the need that they don't know that they have. And that's kind of the issue, that they don't really need anything in the moment. So there's not a great way to kind of figure out what they need, because they don't know. And if they don't know, of course, we're not going to be able to help them. And so it's just kind of shaking them out of the emotional spiral that happens when they get into this, when they get into the ambivalence. And so again, when they start the whining thing, saying, I want this, here, have this. No, I want that. Say, you really don't know what you want right now, do you? Or you really don't know what you need right now, do you? And then just wait. And this is going to be the best way to stop the whining, the crying right in its tracks. Have a great day. Happy parenting.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Debbie Godfrey, owner and founder of positiveparenting.com. I hope you'll go and check out my website and follow me on Instagram and let me know about what you thought about today's episode. Did you learn something new? Were you able to do something different with your children? Did you have a success story? Those are my favorite to share. Let me know. Contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And also, what future topics would you be interested in hearing about on the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast? Thank you so much for being here and for all of your support. Take care and happy parenting.